So this is my breakfast. It'll probably continue to be a typical breakfast for me, and that is a cup of oatmeal, about a quarter cup of my fat-free berry compote that I make, which is just basically berries. And then, let's see, I've got 2 teaspoons of this Molly McButter for 0 points. And then, what else? I did not put flaxseed meal in here today. 2 tablespoons of sugar-free liquid creamer for 1 point. 1 egg and a couple tablespoons of egg white, 0 points. And I've got my coffee here. So, including all the creamer that I've used here, I've got a 6-point breakfast. Right, I had a banana on the way to take the kid to the doctor, one of the kids. And this is what they're having for lunch. These are uncured, all-natural beef franks. And I don't get my kids hot dog more than once or twice a week, but they're having this today. I'm not going to have one. It's not on I'm supposed to have chicken right now for lunch. I'm not having a white bread bun. I'm not having the chips because although my challenge doesn't officially start until tomorrow, I'm really kind of just trying to get into the gear of not having that. So that's not what I'm having. This is my lunch. I have some baked chicken. I've got some cauliflower that I made in the crock pot, and then I've got some green beans and tomatoes, a little garlic salt everywhere, and just a teaspoon of the olive oil mayo, and then I have 2/3 cup of applesauce, and this is going to be my lunch. And I am on my second large water here. I've got to do 4 of these every day. So I'm on my second one, and I'm doing pretty good. Okay, let's try this again since I accidentally pushed the delete button last time. All right, so I'm not officially starting the No Junk Food Challenge until tomorrow. But I'm trying to ease into it these 2 days before. So yesterday, Monday, the 17th, I did do very well all day long on the No Junk Food Challenge. But at nighttime, I did have a piece of pie because we're showing our homes since we're selling. And sometimes before a potential buyer comes, I put an apple pie in the oven so that it permeates the house and it smells homey and all that good stuff, and then we end up having a pie, so but it was a Sara Lee apple crumb topped pie, and it was a really good pie. It was good. I had 1 slice, that was enough, and I had 2 tablespoons of Cool Whip on top of that, and that was really nice, nice way to end the day. But I realized that is probably, it's not going to happen again, for the next 30 days. And that's okay with me because I want to wear that dress for the wedding at the end of the 30 days much more than I want pie throughout the month. So that's okay. And I learned a lot yesterday too about preparing during these 30 days of no junk food because of all the things that are going to need to be eliminated, I'm really going to need to plan and be prepared. That's going to be really, really key. Now, yesterday, I think what I'm going to do is, try to, as much as possible, prepare items and then keep them in the fridge and have a cooler ready so that if I have to leave the house, I'm just throwing everything in the cooler and taking it with me. Because yesterday, since we're selling the house that we're living in, we got a call from the realtor, and somebody wanted to come, and they were going to come at 6 o'clock and see the house. No, 6:30. So we said, okay, let's make sure everything's tidied up and looking great, and then we'll be out by 6 in case they come a little early. We don't want to cross them. So we got to load the dogs, got to load the kids, and take them in the car. And right now it's especially difficult to move our older dog because she's the Mastiff St. Bernard mix, so she's really, really huge, but she's beginning to really lose the use of her limbs, and it's really hard to move her, and we don't want to move her. So we're trying to figure out something else, some other way that we can deal with this where we don't have to move her when this kind of thing happens. So my husband built a special ramp for her to get into and out of the car, but even that's showing to be a little difficult for her at this time, and we don't want to put her through the added stress. So we're dealing with that. But anyway, so that was kind of an ordeal yesterday dealing with that. But when we were all in the car and we were out driving around we thought, well, we'll just drive around a bit and then we'll go home when they're done. But then we got a call that said, oh, they weren't going to be there till 7. And we couldn't all just be driving around for an hour. That was just like, I just couldn't see that. So we went to the rental, our other home, which is also for sale. And there's no food there, though. And it was past dinner time and everybody was hungry. So I said, well, let's just leave everybody here and I'll go and get something for dinner. But rather than get fast food, because I didn't want to do that to my family again and to myself, right? It's like, no, I'm using these 2 days before my challenge starts to practice what am I going to do if I'm in this position. And so I went to Albertsons and so I got some groceries to take home, and so my family had sandwiches, and we ended up having fat-free canned vegetarian chili beans and then mixed veggies that were also canned. And then I brought them some pretzel chips, which I did not have because I'm not going to have chips at all in this next, the no junk food challenge. And I think pretzel chips has to fall into that for me. So I didn't have those, but that was for the family. So I ended up having a small Cobb salad. I only had like a third of the dressing that came with it because, the dressing. And then I had some of the chili beans and maybe a quarter cup of them and a quarter cup of the mixed veggies as well, which was the California style veg all. And they were pretty good, actually. But so that's what I had for dinner. And then we went back home to our other home and our main house and where we live, and I had a piece of pie, and it was really good, but it really stuffed me, right? But I realized that even though I was not hungry, I was having the craving for something sweet after I ate, and that actually sufficed it, and it actually tipped me off. So because it made me so full by the time I was done with the pie that I'm like, oh, I really didn't need that pie, but my body was still sending out those hunger signals because I wanted something sweet, right? So I'm going to have to be prepared to deal with that in the next month as well, because I need to recognize what that is. But anyway, so I'm going to add up my points because I forgot to put the pie in last night and my dinner, and then I will show you what that looks like in regards to Weight Watcher points. So anyway, it was a good practice day. Today's my second practice day before my 30-day no junk food challenge, which officially starts tomorrow with my hubby. So there it is. I figured, I thought I was just going to go ahead and, try the whole thing at these next 2 days, these 2 previous days before it starts, but I need the practice day. So this is my last practice day, and then I start. So a little leniency today. I don't know if I'll have pie or not today. One thing that I realized was that before I have something throughout the day, I would say, do I want to fit in that dress more than I want this thing right here, and then I'd say, I want to fit in the dress. But I thought since I did so well yesterday that I would go ahead and have the pie last night. But, of course, it's not going to happen during those 30 days. So anyway, that's the update. I will see you guys, tomorrow. You're going to see today, tomorrow. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I wanted to update you on my water too, because I'm trying to drink 2 liters, which is going to be about 4 of these every day. I'm just filling this up because it's the biggest water bottle that I have. And I made it through 2 of these yesterday, but I also drank, coffee through maybe 2 of them throughout the day. And I think I also had 2 ice sugar-free carbonated drinks as well. So, and it's I'm trying not to count that stuff as water and just have the water as water. But yeah, so I kind of fell short on that yesterday. So I will do better with my water today. I will strive to do, my striving is to do 4 of these per day. So whether or not I'll reach that, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to give it a go. And then also, I was on my feet all day long. So I was super tired by the time I went to bed. And I know that I wasn't wearing my Fitbit, which I'm going to go put on right now. But it's, I didn't have the official time of my 30-minute movement. which I'm glad I'm on a practice day because I'm getting it in today. So I have to do that, and I'm going to be doing that 6 days out of the week for the next 30 days starting Wednesday. All right, now I'll let you go, and I'll see you next time.